Right? So by me talking to him now, I said, what happened? He said, him and some boy fight in the bathroom. So by me getting this, he said, Dad, you know, he hit me first, so I will never let that slide. So I said, that's my boy. So he mentioned even the boy name. So even the mother was like, I never knew that. Because him and the boy have an altercation before. So the mother said, I didn't know it. So the first thing I started to ask, I said, listen, are they black or white or mixed? The mother said black. I know you go to a black school, right? So I said, listen, is the boy a bully? My son said yes. So I tell the mother, I said, go and you talk to them. And let the parents know they let the boy will disappear. Do you understand me? So the mother never want to hear that part. So I said, listen, I tell just like I tell Josiah, defend themselves at all costs. And we will not apologize for it either. Do you understand me? So for me today, tell the woman out there, I have baggage, I have children. I'm not hiding them. And guess what? I mean all my children in life. We are all our best friends. When I was with my son, mother, my daughter used to come at the house every weekend. So when I'm in the house, whenever my daughter comes to the house, she's in my lap. So it's my boy's mother tell me, say, you know she do that because she don't want to come close to you. I say, okay, well, because every woman always a complain about something. The only person who don't complain is my children. So I give thanks for that. So even brothers here who are fathers, they better be in the girls' life, in the children's life. You understand me? Worse if they're girls, they want needy. You have to be that type of father. You have to dictate in their life, you have to advise them, you have to have, like when my daughter do her first kiss, she tell me, I told her mother, I snitch on her. She don't tell me back anything like that since. But I call her mother and tell her mother, say, do you know what your daughter overgave me? And I say, it's supposed to be your supervision. You understand me? Why are you allowing that? Right? Right? So that's what we do. We have to have this conversation in terms of, oh, you have things here. Take a more time. So we're going to continue in the on some topic that we have earlier. We'll finish up on that, can? So I was waiting for Deacon. Who said it? And the beauty about it is, if you ask any brothers in Babylon about me, guess what they do? We do it. And most people is intimidated to approach me, except somebody. Don't make my foot up. You drop it to smile and verses, please. And so let's everybody take 2 Peter 1 verse 8. How long have you been with us, Maya? 2-3 years? You don't up to 1 year? Yes. She was here last year, Tabernacle. So you're getting to a year. So we don't reach 1 year anniversary, you have to give us a party. So you put on all this weight in 1 year, Maya? You put on all this weight in 1 year? Overlook? When I come here, look like Aisha. Where is Aisha?
Yes, me. When I was coming here, I was like
yes, you were slim and trim. I have to ask my Aisha out. Which gym is she going?
last time I was giving bigger than this.
Hey! Pia. So Shama, get me 2 Peter 1 verse 8.
For 2 Peter 1 verse 8.
Read.
For if these things be in you and abound, they make it that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord.
So you see the Bible uses the word again, barren. So the Bible also says some of us can be barren by what? The word, knowledge. Because there's so many scriptures in the Bible you read, you see about land that is what? Barren. Right? Get Proverbs 30:16, Shema 15. Proverbs 30:15.
Verse 30, verse number 15. The hostage has 2 daughters.
The who?
The hostage has 2
Hold
daughters.
on, where?
Verse 30.
Proverbs 30, verse.
Verse 15.
Hold on. Wait for me, sir. Proverbs 30:15. Go.
The hostage has had 2 daughters, crying, give up, give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. Yea, what they say not, it is enough.
4 things say what?
Not it is enough.
Read on.
The grave.
The grave is never satisfied. Do you see that? The grave will always want to take somebody there.
38.
30 verse 15 and 16. Right? Read on. Huh?
And the barren womb.
And a barren what?
Womb.
So the Bible said, you will always have that because woman is way outnumbered to man. Read?
The earth that is not filled with water.
So even we have a jumping down and all, right? The land is barren. Read?
And the fire that saith not, it is enough.
The fire will burn, right?
Yeah.
So even Solomon said the fire will just be burning. The fire not going to say, I will stop now. Right? Read on.
Verse 17. The eye that mocketh at his father.
So you see, read verse 15 again.
Verse 15. The hostage had 2 daughters, crying, give, give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied.
So you see that? There are 3 things that never what?
Satisfied.
So some of you just cannot be pleased. So read back 17.
Verse 17. The eye that mocketh at his father.
And a lot of that here. It's not much people in Ghana have something good to say about the father. And I wonder why. Because it's bothering me. It's really bothering me. Because I say I grew with my father. I grew with my grandfather, grandmother. You understand me? Growing up, I always have a man in the house. So even I have my children, I think about things like this. So the Bible tells you, I that what? Mocketh his father. Read on.
And despised to obey his mother.
And he will not obey the mother. You can't have enough of those children. Read.
The ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it.
Read.
There be 3 things which are too wonderful for me.
Read.
Yea, 4 which I know not.
Read. So you see that Solomon said, there is things in this life that are wonderful for him. But guess what? The 4th he don't know of it. Read.
The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea,
Read.
and the way of a man with a maid.
Read on.
Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
So you're going in something else. So you understand that. So get me Sirach, Shaman. Interpret what you just read.
I can be, I have first, 2 Peter 1. I just know, can say before often yen the Abia, they might and upon air come. I won't be seeing Wuna, being between them, now now. Waka da mai da ni yana da muke si na baba ana su ko da ce da oran da su bi sai ko san da wani ji a wani ga da wada ko no da no da o na waka da na ku ji ne so na ma ko ona or mai ya tas da bi on se da na ana mai officer di ko de a awan ka sanan be du ko yi there who they usually about now, why am I educated? You will see him with me, because the home would there usually see I was brother there. And hope everyone can work when I use them. You be switched the one who go down, run or anything to order and function to do. No matter as they're in now, who they usually more than you and now they were there and you there. Once a day usually, you said there. I remember, yeah, I was say to do, but don't nature. Now, remember, Bible and said there, Bible not only would they all use if it's them, I remember no Bible. If any internship, and I was see, no be so can be put a billion, and I would get the million or car, and I'm a broken to them, the other day I was sitting. No, come is up one dressing, now was see, internship. Okay, so oh, no sounds what one on Chede. If you are shattered, you are producing with a bit after the young now, and then put that was no you know whom you ever know of young Chede, and if you see I'm not so on and that you consider. Or there I was still I want to see no sounds inside it. How many can do a second Peter? Chapter 1. Verse number 8. You know, for Proverbs. The first chapter 1, verse number 8. We need to trust more. What's it? I don't know what's it. I don't know who is it. Now, so home done. Now, who say it. Now, so home can it's a home sapio. I sapio. When you can be and you young Ashen Muma. What I sound can be Proverbs. Won't say the count.
2 Peter 1:8. Okay. Proverbs 30:15-16.
Proverbs 30, verse number 15 and 16. Or see. At the command I give full bonnet, as I saw so a man, now Oja on Side, Aye, and you are all seen and you are at you. Now, what you are all seen at you. Now, when I hope say any Missiano, once a more I can go to now for my busy. Now I had to verse number 15 is also. But you couldn't Baba be out to day. Fama. In the May Bassan, one me Arada and Para Banat, the one Side. I ye. One of my said the men in the mean of Solomon or Thomasam. They actually have the man of the meeting. I want to get a young one wider. When you was so at young me, on it, you can not at the command, may full boogie. At the command, your class as you are your education. I want on your mother, or if you are a comment, or send if you are you book if you are or request or what do you call it, or the ground swing late, but the or any other command, may full boogie. You full iron, all the piano, and I'm there with the beer, Pedina, but and say a cook. They be a comment. A comedy, they be a banana out. What the bus Sasa, you soon and menu. Now, Oja, on Side, I ye, on the senior sassy, on number other for 2 days. Chagana, we had today, or a succumb or about. It was hours done good now, they were to normal swing at Bassa. This sample will be complete, this sample that talk. Maybe I will take it to use, and I talk. What's the water? 5 to 7 was there on young mom. The Midman or my task, the Midman on the coffee, what did I am on Union soda? On the American vessel 17 is Rossi. And you are was in a jacket. Now, over the was it any museum. Once someone can now, or come, or come back busy. My task there. What I don't see when you are. And you are with what did I am about me? Oh, my for about the UFI. The matter to move that he no way than way. The Midman and you know open. You want to send some many swing there. Oh, my, we are on the north. The mighty Abia movie, and I mean, the mighty first liberty and my infants on the mighty to enter cry. The Midman now, or you know, but this shed matters. The Midman, you want to get a bear Amanas, I see the way then. I'm not going to go to you and I there. Look at the let time be one of my army.
So get me the book of Sirach, Shema. Aisha, are you coming and read? 1 verse 5.
Sirach chapter 41 verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable.
What the Bible said?
The children of sinners are abominable children.
Do you see that? So that's why the Bible said marriage is honorable. So if you do anything outside of marriage or commitment, those children, boy, go put that back there. Stay on a while. Go put it back in the garbage. Right? Read verse 5 again.
Sirach chapter 41 verse 5. The children of sinners are abominable children.
So just imagine how much abominable children walk in this earth. Because these children were born in what? Deception and sin. There was nothing honest about it. So that's why even today, to marry a woman that grew up in the house with both parents is better than marry a woman without appearance missing from the house. And this is the white man's system. If a man pick up a woman without a father, he going to be in problem all the days of his life. Because that child will be known as abominable child. Read?
And they thus are cognizant in the dwelling of your blood.
Read
The
on.
inheritance of sinners' children shall perish.
What the Bible said?
The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish.
Read on.
And their posterity shall have perpetual reproach.
And that's what you see happening on the earth. The prosperity of the children of these sinners perish. Just like I asked you, where's Kwame Nkrumah, son? Nobody's not even close to Ghana politics name Nkrumah. And we can go by many more people through this earth. The prosperity of them are what? Perishing. So that's why I can sit here and I can tell you about our beloved brother Cartizal. We can make remembrance. We're reading what Solomon wrote here. Why are we not reading the epistle of Judas Iscariot? Right? Read on.
The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached. They shall be reproached for his sake.
And this is what you see taking place in the earth now. A lot of children will ask the mother, why did you get pregnant for this now? You say, Aisha, you are come, you go, you have Shama. Then you go, you have Bella Bella. Then you end up with Shama, Zara. And you still go back for your power, mommy. Why? So that means Deacon wasn't that wicked then, right? So I don't want to hear no complaint. You have to be a good father for you have one and you go back again. That's right. You go back again. I mean, each time you go back is a bigger forehead coming home. You can get back. So Deacon have to do something good in life. That's right. So no, you cannot come. You come to a council. Oh, you have a problem. When did you have a problem? 10 years ago, huh? How much children did you have in that 10 years? Then no way tell her go to our house. Leave and go to your house. So that's why a woman will tell them this truth. They claim they never get a fair judgment. But you cannot come to men and telling men your husband is the worst and you have 5, 6 children for him. When did he start becoming the worst? Do you understand me? And then we'll tell her, go to your house, go pray and repent. And then she'll point finger, oh, it's a man thing, they don't do justice, they don't do this, they don't do that. Read that again for me.
The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Read.
Woe be unto you, ungodly men.
So you know what the Bible said, destruction unto all ungodly men. Read.
Which have forsaken the law of the Most High God.
Read.
For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction.
So you see that? So don't watch what you see the wicked gain out in the world. Because when the wicked increase, it's for what? The Most High rise them up for the look at Rollins. Because I watch everything. So I watch on YouTube his biography. said even his wife was sick. And he had to borrow money to send his wife to England to serve for surgery. So do you see that? He was the top of the head at the end, right? He have all the answer. And look what the Most High bring him down till now he's destroyed. Right? Read on.
And if ye be born, ye shall be born to the curse.
So you see that when they come back, or why are they coming back? Do you know more mad people walking the street of Ghana more than ever? Do you see them? Yes, there's a lot on the street in Ghana. By Accra until here. I go to Takrady, I see them there too. So the Most High said, when they come back in the regeneration, guess what will happen? So ask yourself, did the disciple ask YAHAWAH, why was this man blind? What did he do? Didn't they ask that question? What did he do in his past life for him to be blind today? So be careful. All these is telling you to be careful. Real?
And if ye be born, ye shall be born to the curse. And if ye die, a curse shall be your portion.
So what the curse when be his portion when he die? You're going to hell. Remember the difference? The rich man see Lazarus where? Where was Lazarus? With Abraham children, right? And where was he? He was with them, did he? Okay. So when you die, you're going to go where that rich man was. Because whatever they gain is for what? Their destruction. Real?
All that are of the earth shall tend to earth again. So the ungodly shall go from the chaos to destruction.
So that's what happened. Explain, Shaman. Sit, Aisha.
You can go ahead to Sirach chapter 41, verse number 5 to verse 10. No, my head has verse 5, no see. Now, number 1. That's number 1. Number 8 was it. No, my head has I know what's that. Number 1, number 8 was it. Only there, and they share us the ancient there. You come past the canker for Waba. You will be out to that. You can go some box and go already. So you can know the box. Number than you can and a box and apple. You can the diamond and I see a box and will show. Now you go down to why keep them be out of or 928. But you don't want to put why you so come ahead as the maintenance in our free. I don't be a no, a gentleman. A corner of what I want to put a monk from a normal from wide. We will get them. It's already in a shake. Now, as an emperor, another who never won for Papa or another woman, man, woman, and a German baby. Now, baby. Now, our partner, putting the baby now. Mammy, no half of another, another that pay. Mammy, the baby, one of the half of another, most of them. Or they to made an hour, need to made it. And it's not the mobile, when you only come from my wife. So the sun is signing not for Papa. If you do that, I've run a number of the one another trigger on some butter. Only I know yet, I've found a force name oil of a gem another oil, Margano. Rest of my oil, rest of my fussy. Now, I want to phone a party as a bike rack. One of it as the high end shake. You go to a final committee or 3 example. I don't go before doing example, never could be white to get someone on you, one to one. Go I say one. It's for them to hear anyone. You know, where I had people at the not for small, and I told to me. Now, she actually it's one but one, and Johnny, wait to see ya for a Jimmy. And I want to kiss you, go and care. Yan Sana coming to my babu, I have president, stand quiet, them know it, and that was in the mention. Go now, when it's not you, was system no matter as a cook now, only want to go to Nelson. I don't want for compatibility. A Benyamu, now so vanity. The Sunday, a pan for a papa for the Toyata would be so better. Why is another wow? The Liginano, Jano, no yet another. Then call best number 7 or Ossie. Now, Ossie, you know my task, the rest of the Ossie. Now, I'm Panobacasa. If you buy a jet, I want to. Now, one thing I put on us and find you in one of my task. I will be able there. I will fit you there. If you are why could you give my oil bread? Another unselfish Biara, they be no better, or they general one will work on Papa, another wanted to eat, another one will work on Papa, and I wanted to eat. Oh, I'm so many people know, Mamma, Maria, and yet, what a woman, Papa, man walk, the meeting and I would say, very piano. So when Yamua and I'm putting Yamukanakuma of a cake. No, I was so there. I will line and I am ye. I will line and answer to me. Miss Yenshe, now is me, or can I have a fire? Then for I had to a young man. What's your Panasamas? No one. I am the Siapo and the young one. Yes, I end the mouth. Best of my 8 nothing. And Domonka, and Domonka, but 1 year and but now what's the now what I put one rest and what the jump? What's the set import set? So what's the Dora or whatever Ama or say? My head as a hand and Domonka, and 1 hour fair put it must one finish. And what's the what's the Dora or whatever Ama or such another was say. Money that not a high she say import. I am for Papa the I am for Papa the found and back. Then she's who want to be then 2 women there. No, the member that one get one up in my own pay, and I need one up. It's Yanshe, the more by a more ways when you know my task there. I have some Papa do let's say, why did I woman? Now, that's you about it, and I know Papa, if I be out with you, putting my son, and word that down. The move of putting now, bringing out by over and warren by the baby we are seeing. I won't out it that I didn't a Papa Naso, a question over to Waka was one. And yeah, Papa, I'm a them to me. I shed night. Now, Jensen, and that was Sunday, my piano, yet too. Now, I switch over. It was my number, and I don't my younger son, say, you get a engine. West of my name wasn't there. Now, was a 1 hour or 1 hour and do me. That's all who are and do me. My task the hard I don't know what I'm doing then. If I be if after wins. Now, if you never do, what's it? I would mean, what's now with you? Now, oh, but maybe be a must to be a rabbit and rabbit. My attention, I go far about what them were a pound. If you there, you be asked the what's going on or what them. You so open maybe one chat, one pay, you are the one that be or yet more or yet but another new friend, another on tassel. Then you put one couple of baby and one couple of people getting out in the bottom and Davy. What the one know if you now would not be then you put a shadow there. On your car. Now the master will be or is half no be sent there. The minute pay out, what would it see? No person why you bring another on to the Sabbath with the minute breed, another to put not to them. What the minute I have even as it's up. No, I didn't go to catch it, the number of your best and put in. To the move of friend, my baby asked me. Papa snap could be a baby to your coat. The machine of oil. I Sunday. My baby are there better put your coat. It's about maybe you will be one now. I put Tiana, I don't answer one. More by it, they didn't have to watch what you put your coat. I'm far more in another beer. I shall now. Mama want them uncle him. Obiano, Opa, Mimpo, I am in Bonivia, where put your coat. That should be say, what's what would I send back? They won't be. I know be a limit. Now, why a papa to give more self-protection? Come on, you know, the people I'll be asking them more than one member who are or you, one man Johnson, on the Snap Rider. What did them to be an other one? I was under said, oh, woman do me. Let's say you saw the woman doing on the Lord's. No, I need them was clean what you want to. Let's show, oh, we know, Lord's, no, we be all. Or Abraham Naku, say, I say, you know, the way is cut, and the way we used to the content sounds good. Let's give them. No matter today. On this go, now it's only or fuck on the down. No police can or the other or the 2 one or the other one. I'm not in the papa. The minute I want to check on him. There will now we are doing on it dominate the whole window. One will be a papa. Could be an answer as this one and not pay. Abraham wasn't other people in what I was doing. The master has to look the book. But if you go to know why should the it's not pen the man. See, the minute you know, see it together. Yes, and about what happened to Shalom. Someone.
Surah 40 verse 15. Read up louder than that.
Sirach chapter 40, verse 15.
Read.
The children of your ungodly shall not bring forth many branches.
So what branches is this talking about? What is the branches?
Children.
And it just means prosperous children. They will not bring forth many prosperous children. As I said, all the rich people in Ghana, what their children become? I think I heard that a pastor in Kumasi, his son is a madman in Accra or something like that.
Yeah, in school, there was a pastor's son situation. At least he was in. He would never believe someone else with the
Right? So read that from the top again, someone.
Sirach chapter 40, verse 15. The children of the ungodly shall not bring forth many branches, but are as unclean roots upon a hard rock.
They are unclean roots upon a hard rock. So you see, when you wicked and you teach your children wickedness, then you come to somebody now to bless the child. You want somebody to tell your child you're going to be a king. That will never happen. If the child don't see you in the house, take a book and read. The child will be dunce, he will never be able to read. If the child only see you on the cell phone, guess what he going to do? He's going to start taking from you and play games on it. That's why I see people, and I watch and I observe now. When I see people, children, just look at the first thing they take up. While when I travel the conversation, me and my first son will have, what book are we going to get for you to read to? He play. He have a whole computer system and everything. He play games and everything, but guess what he have to do for me? He have to can read. So the last time when I was there a couple months ago, we went to Barnes and Noble bookstore, and I buy 2 books given. And then when I come here, I ask him about the book because I Googled to see the information on the book. And he tell me. And that's it. I said, whatever you want, you get. So just like here, I don't reward children that don't deserve it. If the child deserves it, I reward that child because that's what I do with my children. So whatever you want your child to be, that's in your hand. Right? Get me 32:22, Sirach. 32:22, quickly.
Sirach chapter 32, verse 20.
Start at 20.
Sirach chapter 32, verse 20. Go not in the way, nor carry down the way.
Maya, stand up in the back. I will always keep feeding the food good into your children. Fine. You'll come up here so like all those. No. I just tell you I don't reward bad children. What work have you done you want to be comforted? Maya, Surah 32, 20.
Sirach chapter 32, verse 20. Go not in the way wherein thou mayest fall.
Okay. So if you know you're going to walk up the stairs outside and fall, here's what you do. You walk in the back. Do you understand? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? So just like now, you have a drinking problem, don't go to a club. You have a smoking problem, don't go to a club. If you know you have heavy feet, don't climb upstairs. Get a wheelchair, make somebody push you to the back of the building. Alright? Read on.
And stumble not among stones.
You see? If you go where you're not supposed to go, guess what will happen? It might be on your back. An elder might just be there to video it. Read on.
Be not confident in a plain way.
Just like this man, somebody was giving quotation, Shannon. And they rang him up. And the Lord said they started that confident like they get it, right? That's what it's saying. Don't be overconfident. Because you might know it, but when I said quotation, it's a whole different story. And you know that I know it's a whole different story, don't it? My Ash. don't you? You think you have it, eh? Read on.
And beware of thine own children.
So what is this God telling us? The Most High said we must beware of our own children. What is this telling us? Just imagine you the mother and father for Judas Iscariot. And you see your child have a problem and you don't beware of it. What about Judas' son, the one that spilled his seed? You understand me? Those are the children what God telling us we have to be aware of, we have to be mindful of. Because just like we read earlier in the morning, get that and read it from me. 16 verse 1. Sirach 16 verse 1.
Sirach chapter 16, verse 1. Sire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
So you have to, if you're unprofitable children, what God said you have to do to them? You have to be aware of them. You have a child, you see a child steal. You defend the child. Guess what that child went to do again? And guess who responds for it now? So when a child is wrong, you have to reprimand that child. And you have to change. You have to repent it from what he do. Because the Bible says if you tell him to repent and he choose not to, guess what will happen? You have to be aware of it. So this all stemmed from what? Barren. Don't be hurried to having children and you have a lot of vagabond in this earth. Just imagine you was Eve and you have a son named Cain. And the son that you love, Abel. You see everything? All the parents in the Bible love come right up on them. Sister Yawana, who is your favorite? Stop it. Who is your favorite? Don't look at Shama. All the sisters are pointing at Shama. Eh? Who is your favorite, Shama? Really? You apply? She don't treat everyone else. Who she beat the most? Who get the most beat? You.
She was the one who my mother never liked sweets.
So when she get beat, she like she dying, right?
Me.
Oh, she does something.
So who you can beat the most? Apart from Shaman.
Shaman.
Apart from him.
Apart from Shaman.
Yes.
I would say that's so. She beats them too sometimes, but most like I also always have.
So like, yeah, was civil war, Shamak was world war.
Yes.
Right? So that's what the Most High is telling you. Beware of a child in terms of you try to get the child because I know then y'all never like it. But no, you see your father have to do certain things to get you all here. Else y'all will be vagabond in the world.
That's right.
Do you understand? So you will never understand that. But then I bet you might treat your child the same way.
That's right.
Because you know what best for the child, but guess what? Something in your head telling you you know what best for you. Look at mine. What if Hawaii never choose to go help out his parents, her parents, and take her on his wings? Me? Remember I see a picture with man in the 80s only see teeth? There was a comedian in Jamaica named Boise. I have to look good and say, is this Boise? And then I say, oh, Boise never have teeth. Remember, you have to see that picture, right? It's only teeth. And look at her, look at her. How are you did well? Nobody don't thank you for what you did, but let me thank you. Right, you did well. All that curry and rice throughout the years. Continue read that now. Where at now? Give me 23. Surah 23, 20. So the Bible says if you have your children and you talk to them and they choose not to listen, beware of them, man. But when your child did something wrong, parents, You have to reprimand your child. Don't tell, oh, you would never do this. Be careful. Know the facts, know the truth. If you trespass, you make the child go apologize. You have to embarrass that child for that child not to do the same madness again. And the Bible tells you, your children will disgrace you.
Surah 23, verse 20. He knew all things, ever they were created. So also, after they were perfect, he looked upon them all.
Read on.
This man shall be punished in the street of the city, and where it is suspected not, he shall be taken.
Read.
Thus shall he go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another.
Look at this. So this is heritage now. This is heritage. So the mother will go for the child and say, come, I'm not letting you marry this man anymore. And the mother will go and give you to a next man. And what the Bible said, read verse 22 again.
Thus shall he go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in an heir by another.
So you see that? So that's why we be careful and casual sexing. Because now you know the truth, it's different. Because the Bible said the wife leave her husband and go bring children or bring a child for who? For her next man. Read 23.
For first, she had disobeyed the law of the Most High.
So when your mother come and take you out of that house, guess whose law is broken here? Hey. Read.
And secondly, she had trespassed against her own husband.
Read.
And thirdly, she had played the whore in adultery.
Read.
And both children.
And brought.
And brought children by another man.
So you see how many sin this one woman bring them on herself? While she should just stay with her husband? No, this. There's nothing we can do for this now. Because the Bible said the first sin she commit is what? Of the Most High. Dishonor her husband, and then she be a damn ashawu. That's what you say? Poor. And guess what? No, you are proud with it. And you wonder why so many children at the stoplight, so many children at the fish market, so many children in Kotakrava. You wonder. Because everybody proud in word. Because a woman is joined unto her husband till death. She can't divorce her husband. She can't. You could do that madness when you never have the truth.
That's right.
But now, the Most High said, in that ignorance he went back. But now you know the truth, what are you going to do? So that's why when it come on to marriage, hey, I've been here for many years. And a lot of people will tell you, I give a lot of people in this nation meat. Do you know that? Even Kyle, I gave him meat. I anoint a lot of people and give them meat. I do a lot of counseling. And I remember when man and a war came to me for counseling. Not this dispensation. Not this dispensation. Okay? So you, I know you don't remember, but I remember. And a war man came to me for counseling. And I speak to them one individual. Now we have the power to do that. And I said, Nayan, would you marry a war brother? She said, no, none of them. I remember I called our war and I said, this is not the Bible. Because that's law. Even if one of you die, husband should die here today. If you don't have children, the law is you have to go back to that husband household and pick a husband from there. That's law. And guess what I will not do? I will not compromise YAHAWAH for none of you. Because just like people, I remember Gadar tell me, Gadar said, sir, my boss was out for weeks, he just come back. Can I make it work from 3 o'clock to 7 at night? I said, Gadar, you want me to give you okay to say? And I remember somebody else came and they said, good master, I want to follow you. YAHAWAH said, let's go. He said, oh, my father is died. YAHAWAH said, you're not good enough to follow me. I remember once upon a time somebody said, I have to leave early, my mother needs to take a bus. I said, I cannot give you the law to sing. So do you understand what I'm saying, man? So that's why you was rejected first. But you came back with common sense. And you say, okay, if I don't have seed and I war die, what's the biggest brother next one? He pass away. What's the next one name? Yeah. That's the one she don't like, right? And we said, no, you're going to be the wife of Prince Williams. If you deny that, I cannot give the wedding man blessing. If you don't have children, you don't lie with the next man is a boy. She said she had children already, so William don't stand a chance. If we marry. That don't, what does that have to do with anybody? William, the children of William have is his, but the one that he'll get with you is for a war. So 99% chances William have to have more than one wife and will not have children for himself. You could not take that, be honest. So William have his wife and children. What that have to do with the law of God? So what that have to do with the law of God? He have his children, but the war don't have no children. Yes, someone. The brother doesn't want you? That's the law. That's why I said they were married righteously. Because in the world now, the brother can say that. But, and next week we'll go over the story with Ruth. Remember, Ruth's husband died, right? Did Ruth have children? Ruth traveled, go back to what? His husband also, right? When she went to Boaz, that's how we know Ruth is an Israelite. Come from the tribe of Reuben. Because when Ruth went approach Boaz and said, listen, my husband died, when do you have to marry me? What did Boaz say to Ruth? Go to my bigger brother first. And she went to the bigger brother, and the bigger brother said, hey, I have like 8 wives here, I'm fine. That's why Boaz took her. She could not marry anybody else. That's why she went back to her husband also. So in a wicked life, Shammah could say, no. But in a righteous life, you have to take her and raise up children for Zarak. That's the law. Because the law don't come in action in terms of the woman don't go there with anybody else. It's daily family. It's one law. So whatever children come from that relationship, it will not be for the man, but the children will go to the husband that's died. And that's in honor of him. That's why earlier we read the scripture that what? If he's barren, he'll get children in what? His soul will be blessed. That's law. So that's why I'm asking you about Israelite heritage. Do you believe in Israelite heritage?
I see that they're just looking for, I don't know, what, because I know if the family has...
No, the problem is they're looking for a good time, not a long time.
Yes, because I know if the family, let me take for instance, Muhammad's family, he went to marry Muhammad, and you know that all his brothers are now like big men. He would like to go to the back to the family and get one of them. They will do so.
But when they pour yourself up. Yes, sister. Yeah. No, you cannot.
Okay, the question came up a couple weeks ago where one of them people, I am a young person.
So what?
And there's no brother.
Do you want me to prove that?
No, Ed, I'm just asking because he came up.
Because you remember with Judah and his wife, right? Even the woman went and tell the father, said, listen man, the father tell her when the 2 husbands died with Judah.
Yes.
Remember the father and the woman say I have to wait until they have a next child and grow up.
Yes.
That's law. And that was even before Moses. We can't go back to Obed. And Judah, even the woman said, I have to wait until Sister YAHAWAH conceive again and bear a son. I just have to sit and wait. That's the law. Remember, the woman dressed up like a prostitute and slept with the father. Yes. Right? Get that in Genesis. Right? So do you understand? So that's the law. The law don't change. Yes.
Yes, Elder, we understand that the Lord has been cheap, but I'm talking about this.
That's why you married a righteous husband,
yes.
And all of this have to come out before you say, I do.
So if the husband is righteous, all right, but let's say the family doesn't know.
So you have to, then that's why the family have to know these things. Because you all do that in Ghana. You have the family sitting here. You all do it here.
They know.
That's why
Ghana, the family know that that thing happens, but some family won't.
you and your mother will not accept it. That's what you're saying. And that's wickedness. You're going to be a whore. And the children that you brought up will be for death. Read on, man. What verse that, man? Surah 23, 20. Shammai. Read 20 again. Read 23 again.
Surah 23, verse 23. First, she had disobeyed the law of the Most High.
Read not, but why? Because she leave her husband. Read.
And secondly, she had trespassed against her own husband.
Because the husband paid for her. Read.
And thirdly, she had played a war.
She become what?
War
Read on.
in adultery and brought children by another man.
And she went proud about it too. Think this little vagabond going to come to nothing. Read on.
She shall be brought out into the congregation.
Read.
And inquisition shall be made on her children.
So now the elders going to make the inquisition. What will we do with this bastard child? The chief, the man, then we're going to send to call her. Come forth. And then we're going to decide what will we do with this child. Read on.
Her children shall not take.
Meaning what? They shall not live. See that? Children cannot live. Read.
And her branches shall bring forth no fruit.
So you see that? So you have to put that child to death. Read.
She shall leave her memory of her.
Read what you see.
She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out.
We will always remember it. Read on.
And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord.
So you see that? So when people hear what done to her, you will know there's just fear God. Read.
And that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord.
Because we live a life for what God wants, not what your emotions say or what you say. So in the going in marriage, be very careful. Read.
It is great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him is long life.
To be received of who?
Of the Most High long life.
Do you see that? Explain, Shaman. You can sit from 15. Hold on, Shaman. You see all of a sudden someone asking questions, you don't get nothing in our show, right?
Oh, I didn't
You
realize
just
that.
realize it.
Yes, I didn't.
I know everything. You see, I realize it, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Shaman.
Elder.
No.
Surah 40, verse 50 and 16. What's in a back at your sofa, Roma, Ossie, at your sofa one, I'm not reading. Now, and so, what's it? Now, it's so one, it's so one, it's an move a fee. Oh, everybody. Verse 16, Ossie. Look at it. What's in bed, you're so much of them bar. 1 year and I'm slow. What's the number in now? When I can read it. And it's a number said the man I want I unwilling, you know, I bet no I shall be another one number. No, my cast the moon, Papa, 1 year and 1 year. And I'm slow for piano, one number original another word, one from Bassas. Now, I see. Now, when it endure if you know, obey them, everybody, no, as there. Why there? It be as to be everybody didn't do and it's I had to obey almost one. I put a moving import 3 days, 2 days before in Manoa, I didn't know I should be. It's the mass now. Survive one cadet and bow once in a good master. When I hear in out, I want to worry now. Them no patch on each other. Whoa. Now, some Manoa wouldn't be in Orin on by it and I'm stroke. Number gentle this verse number 20. Chapter 2, verse number 20.
Open it and
Chapter 23, verse 20. Chapter 23, verse number 20. What's it? Verse 20, what's it? No, when you made them all was asking now, what's it? The Marsuna. The own one is woman. I want the main avenue. Why in the verse 21, what's it? Now, the many pay were in Jano and Saint Ewa grown. Now, and so the one, I want to summon the man was summon. Verse 22, what's it? I'm in verse 20 and 21. I had my head as the arm. Verse 21 was there. The main part of that were in Jano as Nasuchi. Ever grown, one of my head as the I have my head. Them are what would be Pocono, be our own or say, and I know I'm doing, and I'll say no heads as the Ahano, the mini Pocono. Slap my head as the mini Pocono in Jana to see our groom money then. Money there, the may can, what baby are all the sun bar. I search another homo. It's all over 4 times in Conesse. 3 times now, what bringing was it not by what will be away then a veg. It's the master no homo. It's a pretty old one baby and through that out. The Mabri are the papa and the master chief, the most miss. You are better or Bamo. Verse number 23 no I see. Verse 22 I see. That's the master away. I'm a bar the look now. On your for what's on your back? I'm not looking if with the football. No, my letters, the best 23 was there. Now, other can when Tina open in Massam. Now, the other day game where we said you're looking in Massam. Not today, Bassa, so Papa in the man. Now, I won't back Amma, beautiful. My letters, I had no. Bible can bring him this year over Jack looking. At the other baby, I'll be some original. Davida, no matter as the Ahano, the Mahan Bible, the Mabino. Tawabay, and I never get them was as you forget by baby, all my big children, the master's what's it there, Bessia. Wait the look now over for oh baby, but I'm a baby who are paid for French, no matter as that, I think if you know your birth. Now, the minute for what's the name is a day, I won't cut it. Those the Kanaka, why then? We'll see a coupon in the master on Sunday. Them all can put in the master in short. I'll be selling to open walk. No could be a couple. Now, up today, be fussy. Now, when 10 the master, the Lord today, but for fussy. Now, about a German drop. Now, the back for Abba assassin, pay for photo. No matter, I saw me say, Samayan, all to send there. As a friend there, and virginity, Messer, when you wait for ma. Even I don't know day, no matter as put it. If you go to be a senior, may say, when you know ma, then Pesiano, then our production will look on to which why what you're not look on. No, my young boy all can be put there, because the man got all share as some man by after the master. No matter so I didn't know that. On them there, the people them Pesiano, when you couldn't jar over Janu. The Bible, my Bible came there. I'm there, the baby sent never with them, when you do it's a baby ma. The baby sent out never sent out to not she said, no, but you know, not why I need no, but you know, from the Sony bar. If you mean your back, that's an name, never buy anything now, on the meeting, my sister, I had a man of my uncle, so was it more than doing better good today. The man not can buy me. Neither need I will be so today. Of course, I'm going now, so on them there. The master will pray, yeah. But on your limits, I have ever kind of practice on your there. The man asked me, the master who I'll be able to say it. When you're too no matter, you my cousin, and the two no, I want to see why. I don't know. I may say, no, I'm there. I am the meeting will be right. Oh, now we can be there. I said, I have been able to see with someone 1 hour yard to find 1 hour you'll be. I will say, Mobia. Community, they will say, all again a day. They be in no in you, but what pass I could use no. That was Benino, and because I'm an hour. Go away and then not someone what to become as Marco. It was soon market. I could one more, maybe 1 hour, whatever I have. You need to know it on the Panasson. Other work at it. Today, on a Benjamin, when you want to meet it on you, and when you go here, why or the phone now. And I say, I am Miss Afon 1 time there. Say, Benjamin, what happened with you? No, I was said, Benjamin, and you do a walker and young one, the man. None of them, you know, what about Rachel when he's going to. It's a month now that I didn't get them.
Such a
one of my can I say before where's Iraq? Yes.
Right, Shalom.
Shalom.
So we continue, can? So that's why I said we have to live a life more based upon what? Heritage. You understand me? And not in terms of what we're living now. Right? So go to the scripture, Shama. You are here? Yes. Genesis 38.
Genesis 38, verse 1.
No. Read verse 1.
Genesis 38, verse 1. And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a city, Adullamite, whose name
A certain. Turn into a certain.
And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adullamite, whose name was Hera. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her.
So when he took her and went in unto her, what did he do? He married her. Right? Read on.
And she conceived and bare a son, and called his name Er. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. And she yet again conceived and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. And he was at Chesed when she bare him.
Read on.
And Judah took a wife for Er, his firstborn, whose
So
name
you
was
see that? Who used to take her children, bring wives and husband to them?
Come.
I'm doing this for all my sons. I have to find their wife. Right? Read verse 6 again.
Verse number 6.
I came from the camera. Just go sit. Hey,
Verse 6.
what is the problem? What? Look in the Bible. Verse 6, sir.
Verse 6. And Judah took a wife for Er, his firstborn,
Read.
whose name was Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
And Er, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him.
So look on the Most High. Judah means praise the Lord.
Wow.
And his first son was what?
Wicked in the sight of the Lord,
And what God did to him?
and the Lord slew him.
But I bet you Judah won't kill his own son, would he? But the Most High said, I'll do it for you.
Wow.
Right? Read on.
Verse 8. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother.
To thy who?
Brother.
So, man, he don't care if the brother marry or not. That's heritage. So whatever children come from his brother wife will be for her. Read on. And see this law? This law was before Moses gave us the law. Right? Read verse 8 again.
Verse 8. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
He know. So that means it was a law. Do you understand me? He knew. And what did he do?
And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground.
So what did he do?
Spilled it on the ground.
Maheshara, what did he do? What did he do? Tell me. And he said that. Layman term. What did he do? Yes. He spilled his seed. What did he do? When it was time and he's coming, he pulled it out. That's all he do. He pulled it out. So you see, wickedness is not today. Wickedness is not yesterday.
That's right.
And this was before what? Moses. Right? Read on.
This that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also.
The Moses did what?
Slew him also.
So Judah first two sons, what happened to them? Dead. And keep in mind, Judah name praise Yahawah. What verse we have?
11.
Read on.
Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, Remain a widow at thy father's house.
Remain a what?
A widow.
She cannot go back home. She cannot marry nobody else, man. So that's why when we're doing marriage in our community, it's a serious thing. Because if you're not prepared to marry your husband and wife, we cannot allow you to marry. Because if your husband died, you cannot go there to marry nobody else. There's no law to justify that. That's why I said next week we'll go through Ruth to show you when Ruth's husband died, Ruth go back to the father's house. And Boaz was Ruth's husband's brother. He said, you have to go to my bigger brother first. When Ruth went to the bigger brother said, I have 8 wives. Then she go back to Boaz and Boaz married her. So our law and our heritage is, when a man marry a woman, if the man died without they having children, you know what I said? Without they having children, the man have to marry the woman have to marry the husband, brother.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you going to go out, the children that they had, it was for Boaz, but not for Boaz.
No, you go to the brother automatically.
So Boaz will not have a son.
Boaz will not, Ruth's children will be for Boaz's brother. But Boaz did have wife and other children.
Now what if Boaz was not having anyone?
Then he go get the next wife and have his own children. Because you see, what your mind cannot perceive, a man having more than one wife. It's going to happen in your lifetime. Let me just let that clear to you. Sit. Right? Read verse 11.
Right? I believe the same thing is called shoes in Deuteronomy 25:9.
Yeah, I have that.
Brother's wife come unto his presence of the elders and loose his shoes, walk his foot, and spit in his face, shall answer and say, it shall be done to him this man. He built up now his brother's house.
Exactly. But I'm going to here. I'll take it from verse 5. Read verse 11 again, Shaman.
Verse 11. Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law,
Read on.
Remain a widow at our father's house. So Sheila, my son, was grown.
You see that? So Shamak is dead. So who is it? Will it be Alama? You have to wait until Zarak is grown. That's law. Zarak still going to have other wives with her. But whatever children Zarak get with her will be for Shamak. And then Zarak both can have his wife and get his own children. But her wicked ass man be sitting there. I'm not going to do that.
That's right.
I'm not going to do that. And then when you have that children, just as what Sirach said, The Most High said that children shall not be a root. He might kill it. That's why I said what we're teaching and reading in this Bible is heritage. Then you stay a widow in their house forever. The man's house. They buy you, they own you. Hold on, Ben.
Excuse me.
Yes, Ben.
When I was young, I see my account. I used to see if there's somebody dead for the family inside, they used to wife the live for the brother.
Yes.
So I see many things from my side.
So you hear what they said? It's still done, but some won't. So just to show you how wicked the generation is. The generation is wicked. So read verse 11 again. Shammai.
Verse 11. Then said Judah, Tamar, his daughter-in-law, made a widow at thy father's house.
So she cannot leave. They pay for him. So he's only gone. Somebody will pay due for a woman, and the woman will run it back to the mother and father house. It's wickedness. You have to stay there. They own you. That's why when I went through last week, when Rachel and Leah said, we have no inheritance in our father's house, the father said us already. How much time do you think the father can take direct for you? The Bible says only once. So all this, you make sure of a marriage what you're going into. Because when you go there, you're stuck. That's right. Read.
So Shelah, my son, was grown.
Read on.
For he said, this adventure he died also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house.
Read on.
And in process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. And Judah was comforted and went up unto his sheep shearers to Timnah, he and his friend Hira, the Adadamite.
So you see, so he gives you the history in terms of Judah have 3 sons. Onan, and Shula. But and Onan died. And Judah tell the wife to stay in the house until Zerach is known. This is before Moses. Get me that now, Shammai. Deuteronomy 25, verse 5. Deuteronomy 25, verse 5.
Deuteronomy 25, verse 5. If brethren go together, and one of them die,
Read on.
and have no child,
Read.
the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger.
Read.
Her husband's brother shall go in unto her, and take her to him to wife,
Read.
and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her.
So it's a law. But Judah have this before Moses wrote this. Who teach it to Judah? Jacob.
That's right.
So read Deuteronomy 25 verse 5 again.
Deuteronomy 25, verse 5. If brethren dwell together,
If Zerach and Shammah live together, raise together,
and one of them die,
and either Zerach or Shammah die, whichever one of them,
and have no child,
and Shammah is a boardman, he have no children.
the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger.
Any woman Shammah marry, she cannot leave the household to marry anybody else.
Come.
Read.
A husband's brother shall go in unto her.
Zerach shall go in. Zerach. You can't even do it before the funeral, Zerach. They take off your shirt here, kick that door open and say, I'm coming. That's law.
God.
And they're going to take 3 years to bury Shammah. Any damn way. They're going to have you waiting, Zerach. Next thing you wake up and can't find the woman, she's going to be gone. Right? Read on.
And take her to him to wife, and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her.
Read on.
And it shall be that the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead.
So you have to name the baby what? Shammah. And everybody will know this is Shammah's seed.
That's right.
Read.
That his name be not put out of Israel.
So now you will have a next Richmond Afezi. Junior. That's law, man. So Prince William is there waiting. So be careful what you put your foot in. Because I cannot give no counsel outside this. You married a man, he died, guess what? Bring the brother forth. If the brother is a baby, you wait till he grow. So you all cannot continue in this wickedness. That's why we say we are a nation of people, we live heritage. Because Judah was doing this how much years before Moses? When Judah did this, we didn't even make it to Egypt yet. And remember, we go to Egypt, we spend how many years there? 430 years we spent in the land of Canaan. So this was 700-800 years later. Read on.
Verse 7. And if the man like not to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gate unto the elders, and say, my husband's brother refused to raise up unto his brother and name him Israel.
So you see that? This now, the woman don't want to be a warrior. So it's a woman taking the man to counsel. Read.
He will not perform the duty of my husband's brother.
Read.
Then the elders of his city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders.
Read on.
And loose his shoe from off his foot,
Mm-hmm.
and spit in his face,
And do
shall
what?
spit in his face, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto that man that will not build up his brother's house.
Read.
And his name shall be called in Israel, the house of him that hath his shoe loose.
So it's the shoe loosing is a whole different comparison. It's pull his pants down and all of that involved in that. So it's no choice. If the elders tell you to do something, you have to do it.
Yeah.
So as I said, before you come in the truth, Shaman, explain. Quickly, Shaman, quickly.
Genesis 8, no, verse number 1 to you can have verse 12. No, my canny, or Sirach in the moon, my church, or and Bawodu, my good to be quiet. Some my aunt said and said, in case I said, in case I have I said, be saving our baby. Let's say, baby, ma. Although I had walk with our Brahmana, or channel there. Dabida, name on what's in there. Or there go to Siena some night, a boy share Benin, a power. On American Justice 1, and that's 8. Verse number 1 up to 12. Name my son, and so Justice 8, verse number 11. And trust it to Genesis 8, verse number 11. What's it? Now, I did say that day, say not this so time a day. Tina Ekunayem, what your fear captain there, no bashil opinion, no car there. Bona, no so go there, then you are no. The time of Korean, I'll get snarl later fee. Now, I'm not right as the Ano, time I look on Wino. What the Linia, Tita Linia, a Linia, owner. Now, what's the man? Now, so on the owner, so man order, ma ebaba ewo oye ni nya panyin tim wan na definitely na ko no so fo on na definitely oye time of papa no no be send ah sisi am oye me nya no papa no channel there sisi am no that no wo je fie na ekunaye je de erefa benyin bia benyin fufu bia no mo et no ho wan ko tin et no ho na echen mama benyin kakra bi so our friend Sheila no so onyin ansa na aiden no so say e bia say dem ko koda no so akodoma wonya ba ama ikuna war ni no iden ori ko fi jo no to be other man is right for the example there I have na mawar obi na say dem ko kono ami me fi ma dem be sia no odo ko ye za rap ho na za rap na mo ba ya ami me to no ke fi jo ai no o sa da me ne be sia nti ni ma nyina wo na mo ba ya me to no ke fi jo ai mo no odo no za rap onye no wo na me to no iden otumuka na ma ye ka ye ko e di choli chapter aye 25 no never share by asembo na hanna ma yeta ste them abiri no ya kan wo Genesis them jan ko ko so me fu mo Moses na fa no fa mbra bia no fa man na so them break say them me na ko shen wo yifa ne ko 25 no pasi Deuteronomy 25 verse 5 pasi say enyane bo mutina na hon mu ba ko na onyi obebenyina ma owufuno ne nkɔ egum nkɔ wɔ na kunu nua na ɔnkɔ ne nkyɛn na ɔmfa ne nyɛ ne yɛ na ɔnyɛ okunu nua ayɛdze no ma no na ɔmbrɛ dɛ abakan a wɔwɔ no nhyɛ ne nua a wɔwɔ no ne tin anem na ne tin ampapa emfi Israel na ha no Deuteronomy 25:5 ɔde ma yɛ tase ha no kɔ yɛ abra na Moses wanya mbra efi Nyankopɔn wɔ na dama yɛ bɛka na wɔgye ne sese na wɔn fa mbra bi ambɛ na sese na ne nsɛm nya wo no ɔyɛ fa nti ɔno yɛ tase na mbra bi wɔ hɔ ana na Moses ko ansa na ɔyɛ dɛ wɔdze mbra bi a ɔyɛ Moses ne mbra wɔdze ma ɔsan na Jacob ɔkyerɛkyerɛ dɛm ebusuakudu bɛɛ mmienu nyinaa ɔkyerɛkyerɛ wɔn dɛm nsɛm nyinaa nti ansa dɛm mbra ne koro baba no na dɛm nsɛm nyinaa yɛn na no wɔnyim dɛm nsɛm no kɔ ansa na yɛbɛkɔ ayɛ dɛm Egypt aha na ɔyɛ bɛyɛ tase aha Deuteronomy 25:5 na ɔyɛ mbra pɛsi ato abɛyɛ mbra tintum ka dɛ dɛm ɛyɛ wɔn na ɔyɛ mbra ne mu ɔyɛ asɛm a yɛ general ka kyerɛ ɔbaa ta ɔbɛyɛ ɔbɔ ne nti ɔnyɛ ne mu dabi aha no 25:5 yɛ da aha no ɔyɛ mbra a ɔyɛ mbra ɔka ma ɔyɛ Nyankopɔn ɔdze ma Moses no wɔsan na yɛnim dɛ ɛka Deuteronomy 5 Exodus 20 mbra ɔwɔ nyinaa wɔ Deuteronomy chapter 5 na Deuteronomy chapter 5 ne bɛmu dɛ na dɛm mbra no Nyankopɔn ɔdze ma ɔyɛ Moses ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ ɛwɔ dɛm na kyerɛ mbra ɔwɔ Exodus ma wɔn so wɔ Deuteronomy dɛm mbra yɛ wɔ ha dɛ yi ɔyɛ mbra yɛ ɔdze ma Moses dɛ benyin biara a ɔne ne nua no wɔ hɔ na benyin koro ɔkakɔ wɔ besia na ɔrenwo na benyin bɛtumi biara ɔda ɔyɛ no ɔkɔ benyin nua no wɔ na ɔkakɔ benyin na ɔyɛ dɛ ɔyɛ ɔwɔre na ma ɔbɛyɛ a ɔyɛ no bɛwo na ɔsi abaka na ɔbɛwɔ no no ɔmfa no tu benyin na ɔwɔ no ɔwi na ma ɔbɛyɛ benyin ne ti na ɔnkɛyɛ dɛ ɔrentɛ papa mfi ɔman Israel nti na ma asɛm yi ana dɛm ada yɛ ka wɔ he ɔyɛ mbra nti ma yɛ ho dɛ ame de dɛm adi de mɛnyɛ dabi sɛ wɔlɛ si na ɛyɛ fɛn wo Israel nya dɛm adi ɔyɛ mbra mɔ nti hwɛ ɔsi nti ɔsi hwɛ ebusua lukom ama daakye bi ehu dɛ sɛ benyin ni hɔ a benyin nua wɔ hɔ na bɛyɛ dɛ ɔna na bɛyɛ dɛ ɛbɛ wɔre no na ɔde kuru ka ne ti sɛ dama no sɛ benyin ne nua no de so osua na ɔnye nya hyɛ na mo de fie wɔ na ɛbɛka aka tena ɛbɛka fie hɔ ɛkuru taama benyin ne nua kra no ɔbɛyɛ benyin ma ɔbɛtum ayɛ dɛ ne nya ba a ɛbɛto ukunu na ma bɛyɛ ukunu ti na ɔkɛyɛ ɔkɔ pɛn Israel na megye ti dɛ besia papa bi aso ɔbɛpere dɛ ne kunu ti na ɔyɛ ɔrenka papa mfi ɔma no mu sani de bi ara ɔbɛrɛ ɔyɛ ɔkɛyɛ ne kunu sɛ papa yɛ ɔbɛnya ne kunu wɔ asase de bi wɔ no ɔbɛhyɛ ɛkɔne bi ara de wɔ ebusua no ɛrɛ no ayɛ dɛ wetum enya ba ɔde ahyɛ ne kunu anim sɛ bɛnya akɔ enyim akahyɛ wahyɛ wɔ
Shabbat shalom. So everybody is with me. Get me the book of Ruth. Huh? You don't get me?
No.
Get me the book of Ruth 4, chapter verse 1.
Book of Ruth 4 verse 1.
Because the problem is, brothers and sisters, if we're doing the laws, we have to do it the correct way. We cannot do some and leave some. Everything has to be done in decency and in order, oh God requires. Because in this dispensation, you have a lot of women, they leave their husband, they go have other children. The Bible says those children is for the sword.
Wow.
Do you understand? So that's why when we deal with relationship here, we tell you, it have to be sure and a certain thing.
Wow.
Because I know a lot of you come to me, you would love for me to say, leave your husband, right? If I do that, I'm going to have to take all responsibility and blame for that. So I have to have the necessary proof and witness to do that. But otherwise from that, the debt is unto that man. When you're married, you make a wedding vow, you say, until death do us part.
That's right.
That's a vow you make before God. But I hear sister, you want to say she got married next year?
Okay. I see. Another husband.
I don't know, I'm going to answer, I know, so ask her from you.
What's the miss there? I see a simple test there. Next year, forward. What's the miss? I couldn't do another proof for that. Don't worry.
No, very new.
It's like the same husband, but you see, you have this card, you have done a kind of these things to expire. You have to renew. So,
Will you accept? wouldn't do it neither. I wouldn't do it neither. Don't accept that proposal, Deacon. Run, Deacon. You have children already. Run, took off and run. I won't accept neither. Like last week we coming on the car, we were starting. You see they have these Frank and Facebook and stuff. And they come up with a statistic award. They said if marriage certificate was to be renewed every 10 or 12 years, they said 99% of men would not renew.
Chill.
He's done. I done.
Every
So how that work, Deacon? After 10 years, you see her with all the 5 children. I'm not renewing that thing. What do you say, Award? You think about it. You have 10 years to think about it, Award. Come on. So, Deacon, don't let nobody force you to accept that proposal. Don't let nobody force you. Do it out of your own mind.
Don't come back before I
My sister Yohana says she wants to marry next year.
I'm gonna come back before
You have to find out if it's
I
Deacon or it's her best friend. Yes, you have to. But don't make nobody force you to accept it, Deacon. So get Ruth 4 verse 1.
Ruth 4 verse 1.
They come outside bad eye before. I say here come out, they grill me a while. You know that, they give me that eye. What you say about my mama? She can be husbandless because we're not renewing it. Now you have to pay. If you want it to be renewed, you have to pay. Right, Awar? We're going to do those late night cooking and those nice dishes. You all have to pay now. Alright, get Ruth 4 verse 1.
Ruth 4 verse 1. Then went Boaz up to the gate and sat him down there. And behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spake came by.
So if you read verse 3, the kinsman here is Boaz's brother. So Ruth is there, Ruth is available. So Boaz, you will see. Read the story.
Unto whom he said, oh, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down.
So when Boaz saw his brother, Boaz said, hey, we're here waiting for you. Come and have a seat. Read, sit.
And he took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, sit ye down here. And they sat down.
So Boaz, when he tell his brother to sit, how many men he go for in the city? 10. He go for 10 elders. Right? Read on.
And he said unto the kinsman, Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, select a parcel of land which was our brothers and Elimelech's.
Elements. So you see that. So in Israel, a woman cannot own property. So the brother married them, and the brother died. So the land is there. So that's what Boaz is getting to the point. Read on.
And I thought to advertise thee, saying, buy it before the inhabitants, and before the elders of my people. If thou redeem it, redeem it. But if thou will not redeem it, then tell me that I may know.
So you see that. So Boaz said, the land, Ruth, is in your hand. So let me know if you're going to take them. If not, the elders here as witnesses. Right? Read on.
For there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee.
What Boaz said?
For there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee.
So this now is a rock coming to Shabbath and saying, you is the only one can redeem it.
That's right.
And if you refuse, I'm next in line.
Come on.
Read on.
And he said, I will redeem it. Then said Boaz, what did thou buy the fruit of the land of Naomi? Thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabites.
And when he said Moabites, because it was live over there in Jordan. So Boaz was telling you cannot take one piece. Right? Read on.
Thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance.
So that's how we know Ruth is an Israelite. Because how you going to marry the Eden woman to raise up inheritance for his heathen husband. See that? It don't make no sense. Read on.
Verse 6. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself.
The kinsman said, I have too much. If I bring this wife home today, I should will kill her. Sister, you want to stone her. Next thing you come and see her tie up somewhere under the house. I cannot bring her home today. Read.
Least I mar my own inheritance.
And when he said mar, it means spoil. I'm going to have a problem in my household. Sister Maya, she don't believe in double marriages. And definitely, you see how she had forehead and nose start to swell in the vacation. Look like George Bush Highway. Look at me. Read on.
Verse 6. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I mar my own inheritance.
Read on.
Redeem thou my right to thyself, for I cannot redeem it.
So yeah. So the older brother tell Boaz, take it. You understand? My wife is like a lion. I bring home these women today, it might be a problem. I can't sleep in that house. Just imagine we cannot be an income for. You hear fancy from both sides of the table, right?
That's right.
Even though they laugh. Deacon brother died. He cannot take his brother wife. That's the law. So the question, who will accept her? Will it be deacon don't accept her or Sister Joanna don't accept her? And the children? Zamar said you will not accept deacon. So deacon will bring the law in. Simple as that. Can the children start to speak for it now? You see that, right? Read on. Verse 7.
Verse 7. Now this was the manner in former time in Israel.
What Boaz said?
This was the manner in former time in Israel, concerning redeeming and concerning changing.
So Boaz quoting Deuteronomy, but they might see him go back to Genesis. Read on.
Concerning redeeming and concerning changing, for to confirm all things. A man plucked off his shoe and gave it to his neighbor. And this was a testimony in Israel.
So in the tell his bigger brother, you have to do this. Moses said you have to do this, right? Read verse 8.
Verse 8. Therefore the kinsman said unto Boaz, buy it for thee. So he drew off his shoe.
So the kinsman said, I definitely don't want it. So he started to take off his rights in front of the 10 elders. Right? Read on.
And Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, ye are witnesses this day, that I have bought all that was Abimelech's, and all that was Kilion's and Mahlon's, of the hand of Naomi.
So he took both Naomi and Ruth. So Boaz was confirming to the elders, you see, he refused. So Boaz wanted to keep the law. Do you see that? So Boaz makes sure he go and wait before he even lie with Ruth. Right? You all see that, right? Read on.
Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahlon, have I purchased to be my wife, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance.
So look at this. So if Ruth was a Gentile now, why would Boaz need to buy her when we collect concubines for free? And when we get a concubines, we shave their head, we pluck their nail.
Right.
Why none of this service did that to Ruth? Just like you known as a Ghanaian today. Right? Read on.
To raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance.
Where is the other one? Stand, y'all rebels. Come. Continue, Shaman.
That the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren.
And that was a law for who? Israel. Right? Read on.
And from the gate of his place. Ye are witnesses this day.
Read on.
And all the people that were in the gate and the elders said, we are witnesses. The Lord make the woman that is coming to thine house like Rachel and like Leah.
So you see that the people have started to bless him now. And say, let these two women that come in your house be like who?
Rachel and Leah.
Read on.
Which two did build the house of Israel and do thou widely in Ephrathah and be famous in Bethlehem.
Read on.
And let thy house be like the house of Perez, whose Tamar bare unto Judah.
So you see, they quoting what we read in Genesis 38. They went all the way back to what take place in Genesis 38. They're telling Boaz, said, don't be like these sons that Judah have. Raise up seed unto you, your brother. Read on.
Of the seed which the Lord shall give thee of this young woman.
Of this what?
Young woman.
So Boaz was in age. And Boaz see a nice 22-year-old walking. Two of them. This is things that woman cannot take. Don't take it. Because I was the one that right guy. Read on.
Verse 13. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife.
Boaz did what?
Took Ruth, and she was his
But
wife.
you see, the reason for Boaz to take in roots, you have to go through procedures. You have to go to the bigger brother first.
That's right.
So you cannot be no underhand thing. You have to do the right thing.
No.
So although Zarak might like her, Zarak know that Shamak is above me. So let's go to Shamak, let's clean it up.
That's right.
And Shamak say, I refuse. Shamak still have to take his shoes off. You understand me? In front of the elders, everything, and sign over all rights. And then now Zara can say, okay, that is home.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And when he went in unto her, the Lord gave her conception, and she bare a son.
So how did she bear a son? Because she was with a man for years and couldn't bear no son, right? But the Most High opened her womb and she bare a son. The Most High opened her womb. Read?
And the woman said unto Naomi, Blessed be the Lord, which hath not left thee this day without a kinsman, that his name may be famous in Israel.
Read on.
He shall be unto thee a restorer of thy life, the nourisher of thine old age. For thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, hath borne him.
Read on.
And Naomi took the child and laid it in her bosom, and became nurse unto it.
Read on.
And the woman, her neighbors, gave it a name, saying, There is a son born to Naomi, and they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David.
Read.
Now these are the generations of Perez. Perez begat Hezron, and Hezron begat Ram, and Ram begat Aminadab, and Aminadab begat Nashon, and Nashon begat Salmon, and Salmon begat Boaz, and Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David.
So that's our history. So the greatest king, even YAHAWAH, come from this lineage. Do you see that? And do you see the way how it works? Do you see Boaz go to the right order of things? So Shama, narrate what we're reading. Don't go through every verse. Just narrate it.
You can be go Oil Goods chapter 4, verse number 1 to 22. No, you can have a friend David. I know better you try to. Now, I don't know in CBC as an everything David, Nasim, you'll be within there. You can't go bed. Papa, I don't know who this, and Jesus know who David, you'll be within there. You know, your friend there, I mean, a mile, number the sow, David. Now, so the baby could the baby crack, as an honorable bed, do with Jesse, no, with David. Not in that the most senior day will be an open oil roots. Not so, look who. Now, look who you know. Now, I can work the children 25 verse 5. There, and if you were honest, you couldn't work. Or there, I could share, you couldn't be ever paid, Nakasana, in your animal. Now, no more, I know my dinner. I know the can begin not to begin. No more, it didn't have you. The man who soiled and obey, no more quiet, and maybe no, the crab no either of honesty, or better brother, and as many community. One young to go with them, Brandon, so in for what them are. You told me 25 can, and they say, on to that, not going for what. Now, on to the full then you ever pay for you, and the master and was see, then put on out the cabin be there. The master of the scene, all the senior, our car, as some will see, our Genesis, no, in the children, on the show there. The membrane will not, them to Punya, import roots now, and another missing in our group, the membrane in our group. It's the man at the roots, but you know, we didn't have a crab of on Boaz. What's your new beyond? What do I get Naomi? No, in Boaz, then for Fabian in a crab and oil and one. No, for not one job. A good young one, I will scat them about them what's the mayor on what paper. When they be your chairman. On a day, or Tom is a Sunday, them I can use right. But Sabian, you are what you with a deposit. I did over being another people could. And you couldn't let it out in your party. Them not since now or there. But you know what to the major, but never by ya. Over to all baby, you want to you couldn't wait with them obey the present, a baby obey. Over to watch the market. I am part of the media, call I have it. And so on, I'm Mrs. Wayne the baby, a baby to my watch your son and Canon never see what's here when ye party. And you could not, and you baby now, ye party. You see them no iron, we'll see. Ah, no one, ye baby now, I open. Ah, I go us, no, I roots, only Naomi, roots Naomi, what we are open. My even now, I just no, I didn't. You see, the men do ya see, put it in us, and I drink coffee, our shine, I'm a shot of feet. You see, the men doing whatever they live in, it's only to me entering in the baby and kind of the men raising. I am brand new, if you can crown another answer that be the men break and open more bosses, more than my usual. It's the men break and broider, but now no. Answer ever shas, elder book will be there. Say, you think that the usual for the between burning yada. The betting brother, my age in bread, you do, they a take. You have come from the winter in our day, there's a company when I hate to do perfect. Make up in my Shabbath or walk.
Okay, thanks. Get Exodus 21:7. Ayash, read. I wish you was in this. You can read? Go to the podium. Okay, thanks. Exodus 21 verse 7.
Exodus chapter 21 verse 7.
Speak up.
And if a man sell his daughter to him a maid servant, she shall not go out as the man's servant too.
So this is a father knowing when he sell his daughter to go work for somebody. So when he said he shall not go out as a man do, what he's telling you, you have to know what kind of care your daughter when go, where she going sleep, where she going live. A man know to survive. So you cannot sell your daughter as you sell your son. Right? Verse 8.
If she please not her master, who had betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power, seeing he had dealt deceitfully with her.
So you see what he's talking about now? Deceitful. So the man come and see the child and say, hey, I like this child. But when he take the child, what he start to say to himself now? I'm going to sell her to who? A stranger. So that's why verse 7 tell you, you cannot sell your son like you sell your daughter. You have to know these whereabouts. The man come from a daughter, where is he going with her? Sign the contract. What it's based upon. Right? Verse 9.
And if he have betrothed her unto the son, he shall do with her after the manner of daughters.
So if the man come and buy this damsel, and he buy this damsel, he say, okay, I'm buying the damsel for Shaman. When he buy the damsel for Shaman, the man have to treat the daughter like he treat his own daughter. You can't be giving your daughter fufu and light soup, and then you give the daughter pepper and galwat. Without fish. You have to treat him like that, right? We done?
If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage, shall he not diminish.
So even though the man have that daughter now, and you take that daughter and say, my son is a present. Now when you read the history, most of those women that Solomon had was present. You get them as gift. Even the Pharaoh from Egypt, he came with his daughter. He said, Solomon, she's a gift. Now who would want their daughter to marry Solomon? The richest, wisest. Solomon looked like me, handsome. That's right. who want their daughter to have that. So they used to just come and give their daughter to Solomon as a gift. So now the Most High said, after you do that, when the father buy the daughter for the son and give it to the son, the Most High said, the son now go and take up a next wife. If the son go now and take up a next wife, the son should not change nothing that he's doing for the daughter. He will still respond for that daughter food, housing, clothing, and duty of marriage. The Most High said that should not diminish. But now you have men, like I hear stories, the man pick up a next wife and move out the house completely. He pick up a next wife, he's not even going back home. Do you understand me? So those brothers get no thumbs up from us. Do you understand? You cannot neglect your house. If you do that, the woman will act up anyway, but you have to continue provide roof, food, clothing, and duty of marriage. Right? Read verse 11, man.
Verse 11. If we do not these things, this will be unto her. Then shall she go out free without money.
So this is the reason how the Bible said, if a man not taking care of his household, guess what the wife can do? Wife can leave. Right? You understand me? So that's why in this nation that we have, we need everybody to be taught in terms of now, we even teaching our children. So our children know what marriage is. Because parents in the black community, we don't do that to our children, do we? I remember we used to grow up and we used to ask our grandparents where children come from. What they used to tell us? They drop out the sky, right? Yes, we used to ask our grandmother that in Jamaica, where do children come from? The grandmother will tell us they drop out the plane. The plane where you see falling, they all just drop here. You understand me? So we grew up, after we started to go to school, we know that that wasn't true, is it? You understand me? But no, we cannot make the same mistake. So by teaching our children the laws of God, and teaching our children the ways of God, when they grow up, everybody will understand it. But as a congregation, we have to have this conversation with the younger generation. They will not live like how we live. By the time Christian grow up, it's a prominent thing a man aboard a man life. It's going to be prominent. So if they don't get the guidance and the teaching from now, they will feel miserable. So we have to let them know, also let ourselves know, when we decide to pick up multiple wives, the laws and the regulation that we have to live by. Right? Because we get many calls from sisters. Sister always the one call. Sister always the one having problem. They're bringing their husband to counsel. So these are the scriptures we always go to. Is he providing your food? Yes. Is he providing housing over here? Yes. Is he providing his duty of marriage? Elder, you want it, but I'm not giving it to him. Go home to your house, please your husband, and pray for the Most High to get the devil off. They end up, man. That's what we tell them, you know. They end up go the other way. They go and then they try to be with somebody else, and now they commit adultery. Because the Christian church, we're looking to them for help, but they're not helping us. And everybody in that church, you all know sleeping with the one another up in that Christian church. That's right. All of them up there sleeping with the one another. And nobody putting, no, though, to be honest, I hear a lot of African pastors teaching about multiple wives. I do hear them teaching about it's our history and our culture. But even though they teach it, you have to teach the laws. And my sure. Explanation.
Let's say can do Exodus 21, verse number 7. Now you can do it. Now say, "Oh, when you be turned over, ma okay, of Naba, on the amount farm who is in court, then bread up 1 year. Now, how many class I have a dinner Uba be or the supposed to be a baby there. I Janessa as open room hour. I have been an Abyssia, or those who need to was Sunday Benino, or can be put a Benina, or connect the honor or a Benin, and say, well, don't be over to mine and walking, no island, which why not to vicinity. Some of the Senate got a Benin go to mine, no more in the still on together, on yet. The best my job is to come power, and Jebby says to come the amount of power. The vicinity or power or the women change. There, be your convenient, not looking, I know for him. Best number, 7, 8, no, I see. Say on Solura, Nora Wagino, I want now. Only the woman of whom, no need to dot on Numa on the BB. Now, matters the sense of can be there. I have been sent at Numa, or no one with the HS in the beginning, only there. Beneath the beginning of a zero, and special on to yet to know, could not get shared with the beginning of a yet. Only to say, Damano, that what can hide it, and by or important one, the Diana. Monsieur Benjamin Corno, what's now I am the Binibi, naive or count one master. Maybe I mean, over the Siena and our them and your screen, our mobile, Abiana, where Yokonawa for this man, send me seats or turn over the maiden on an abbey on an abbey and Abia or one fruity, Pakotana, my Chinese, and Akotana, Indian, and another coffee now, Akotana. Japan from Abian or the Uber or the night or the night, or it's not airport when you're in the position. Now, maybe the was the servant, the mamma, I yet you are about in our mamma pon. And it's not correct. Answer that the mobile and the share over the set our power, there now some over being numbered an hour or Sunday on our base, and so vanity, upper or the other look. They had showed our best number, 9 was 8 was now only 2 not on the one on a BB was Sunday, what that done? As the original Iowa man, little bit now. Oh, I am the Dembre, what's it yet, Mamma? Now my head has I'm so said, up to simple. So I will wonder, but never been unless a baby not so of a basic for hour. Then I am my oil, Bessiano, for I am the master farmer, my oil, a gentleman, Mamma there. A general Mbano, we didn't not different to be in words, whatever the whole pizza. We didn't sword the KFC. Now, be self pronounced now away over it, non or a Gary, no, you are and then giant uncle. The man of trade. Never Bible again. Say, F for you for a brother home. What's the negative? Not a ship. You will this more to one parent, them and they are about the mission, not that I Benina, better than Rock of Fat, we set for it, other come. No, can be put there. I be over the day. I what's a time, no? And Bill, I am Mr. Afuna, what the reports, what about, what about out from being from how from you will be the bass on the one you did, no one send the app. And I open a more with Banana, or more I tell, or come on, Usher matter. Or more baby to put a tutor, or maybe to even I think you are now on your answers, being not an answer now, also I didn't the meaning now. The man will be a man, one farmer. Now also while catching the Derby, like a brown ones, not on penny and upon them, so you know, now. I did them always, and when you was not a problem, no, if you so you might have to now more. I said the Bible, I can't do yet, no, I'll have to be a same trouble coming, trading the minion of a paper. No, when you want to have it, then you know, they and back and the church on Sunday. Oh, yeah, Christian day. Oh, when you go to that and you for you. Don't have no two with a treats and I test. He said, let me the minion and shake now, found one on so much. When you buy you look treats and I text out for now, so what do you want to come? Obey the iron, one self it's no part of the church and back. I'm waiting a wine. Why am my Bible work on them? Why do we ask right? Watch I should be up with myself.
Last scripture before we close it. What's it then? Sunset 20 minutes ago. Read verse 16, 3 and 16.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their testing on me.
Isaiah 3:16.
Yeah, Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord said,
Because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
I wonder why the daughter of Zion don't want to read the scriptures. Is it a conspiracy?
I think so.
What do you think that? It's so like a conspiracy, right, Deacon? Read Isaiah 3:16 coming out.
Isaiah 3 verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth legs and wanton eyes.
So when you say they're haughty, what that mean?
What does it mean?
A woman will tell her, you know I can get a man, right? Because that's a poorish mentality. Because it's not about you can get a man, but the man that wants you.
Because nowadays there's a song out that you guys leave it to their blessing.
That's the mentality. I bet there's a woman singing.
No, it's a man.
There's a man singing. So they hearty, right? He said they walk with stretched forth necks. You see, they're confident. The worst when a woman see a bunch of men walking, she walk and shake her ass just for somebody to call to her. And 90% of the time they call to her, she's not going to answer him. But if they don't call to her, she start to look at herself like something wrong with her. Right? We done?
Walking and pacing as they go, and making and tinkling with their feet.
So they start to walk, you see their hands shaking. In Jamaica we call it work the money, bring it come. Work the money, bring it come. You remember those things now, right? You do it too. In Jamaica you see them, we say work the money, bring it come. That's what their hands is saying. So that's how they walk. Right? Read on.
Verse 17. Therefore the Lord will smite with his staff the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret part.
So the Most High say, we'll discover the secret part. In slavery, the Most High did that. But for this so-called third war coming, the Most High gonna do it again. Because if you look at the daughter of Zion, most of you are 100% dependent upon the enemy. So when they cannot get more falls here, what will you do? Some of you don't even know to make natural butter to put in your own natural hair. What will you do? You did do the right. Your enemy create all of these things. So when China start bringing stuff here, what will happen? Because certain things is finished. Because if some of you, Zamar, Shama, Aishayar, if you all use charcoal under your hand, your part don't know to do that. Younger than your part don't know to do that. Do you understand? At least I know to get soap. I know fruits out there I can't use the ackee for soap or what. I know certain fruits out there we can use for soap. Right? So we live in a life now where we are 100% dependent upon the enemy. But what about clothes? If the enemy don't bring clothes here, how some of you buying dress? The clothes are dressed nice. That's not Kente. That comes from China. Jim Jong Woo.
Our culture is not all that.
But I call all the natural African wear Kente. I call all the Kente. Because you see what crazy? White people will come here and die for African cut and African wear. But the same people that live here will not wear it. I don't understand that. You understand? I don't understand that. Because we don't have a culture in Jamaica. We grew up, we see white people clothing. So from we grew up in the 70s until now, that's what we see and wear. But even so, when I came in the truth, I tell anybody, you will never see me on the road without fringes. That will never happen. Even when I'm walking in the morning, I have my fringes. Because I know no, that becomes over. That's my custom. Do you understand? That's my culture. So that's my heritage. So when I come here now and I see, and I'm not talking Ghana only, I'm talking the entire Africa. As I've been to other countries and I see. We left our culture completely. So if those people in Togo were bringing all those barrels, trailer load, when all that stopped, what you have right now? The choices that I have, and I've been more than 50 years. You hear that? The choices they see I have, and I've been more than 50 years. Many, many years. So when you dress, you debate up when you can't get makeup, what you going to do? When you can't get that thing to put on your lips for it to red and glisten and shine, what will you do? Because the Bible said the Most High taking this away from you. Because the Most High see the need to take it away from you. Because the Most High said with it you become arty. With it you become wars, rebellion, prostitution, you become everything. And remember, you are the mother of the nations. So that's why Solomon said, out of 1,000 you can find one righteous man. But out of 1,000 women, guess how much righteous he find? And the greatest sin that the woman do was rebel. So you might do nothing that you said deserved to be stoned. But the rebellion is what he could not understand. Because you can be the one have a problem about something. Remember Miriam tried to check Moses? You remember that, right? Keep a counsel against Moses. Moses had to pray for her for God to kill her. Because she forgot their place.
That's right.
As simple as that, Satan can get it. She was the one that raised Moses. And she's the one who wanted to tell Moses who he should marry to and who he should not be married to. Was that her place? So even these things, Christian church will not tell about. Go and read Numbers 12. You will see. The Most High said, Moses, move, I'm killing this woman.
That's right.
Say Moses, you notice from that you don't hear nothing more about Miriam, right? Nothing more. Read on.
Verse 18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling honors.
Because that's your confidence. When you say the sun go, Shaman? The sun. When you say the sun go? Yeah, if you leave it today, I find somebody tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's what Zamara was saying this morning, right?
She's fast. I was thinking.
I don't know that song.
She and I, they were singing.
I don't know this song.
So the Most High, read verse 18 again, Mahashara.
In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery.
So you see that they brave, that's proudness, that braveness. The Most High said he's going to take it away. And you see what I share doing right in front of me? That shows braveness, right? Isn't it? So the Most High said, if I have my task to take that braveness away. Do you understand? Right? Read on.
About their feet, and their calls, and their round ties like the moon.
And what is that round ties like the moon? The breast. You notice now, they have the bra supposed to hold the breast in an hour. And they will use the iron and the bra to cut the breast in half. For as soon as they see them, they see the breast up here in the air like this. And for some reason, they want to deceive men. Like we don't know you're stepping on those things.
That's right.
It's only the iron and the chair where you put on there to hold it up. So when you see a woman, the first thing you see is her in her stomach. You go to the bank to see in her stomach.
That's right.
So the Bible says coming like a moon. Where you going to do not to see? Right? Read on.
The chains, and the bracelets, and the
So you have chains, bracelet, muffler. You see my show in her chain? Right? Read on.
the bonnets, and the ornaments of the legs.
So even they used to wear ornaments of legs. Some women still do. Right? This you call now the woman is decorating her body. Right? Read on.
And the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings, and those jewels.
Those jewels. Read on.
The changeable suits of apparel.
So you see that? Every week you all wear new suits here.
That's right.
The Most High saying my sees that. So now you can change your apparel every week. Let's see when you can do that.
That's right.
Because all of that is part of taking your confidence from you. You're too confident now. And your confidence become witchcraft, proud.
That's right.
So the Most High said, how will I take it from these Negro women? Read on.
And the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping peaks, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoops, and the veils.
So you see this fine material, they might go in sackcloth. Because they might look fine, but are they durable? Time will tell.
That's right.
You're going to wash it, put it online, somebody else don't have it. Guess what they're going to do? Come and take it.
Yes.
Read?
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
So instead of you smell royal, guess what you're going to smell? Like Orange Friday, all those armpits. So when somebody tell you, hey, you smell like Orange Friday, don't be surprised. Stand up, Aliza. What scripture your mother reading? Huh? Zechariah? What's she saying?
Zechariah 1.
Zechariah 1 verse 1. Huh? Come and stand up here. I'm going to beat you tonight. I say, come and stand up here, sir. Stand up over there with the rebels then. You're here to learn. Yapar, stand. What scripture Mahaisha are reading now? Isaiah 3 verse. She started at verse 16, but what verse is she at now? I don't hear what you're saying. What are you saying now?
She's now before it.
Come and stand up over here. How will you learn in school? If y'all not learning here, how will y'all learn in school? Answer me that. Continue to read my actual call scripture, man.
Isaiah 60 verse 24. And it shall come to pass that
Isaiah is how much? When you finish, you join them. When you finish, you see that the children get the rebels, right? I give you Isaiah 3. Where she say Isaiah 60? 16.
Verse 24.
You see that, right? So if the parents can behave like that, what should I do with the children? Just crucify all of them, right? All right, read. I need 3:24. Go.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of a gabble, a rent, and instead of a well-set egg, bubbles.
So you see this, it's breaking it down. Instead of you smell sweet, you smell like orange Friday.
That's right.
When they say girdle, what is a girdle? A belt, right? So you say instead of girdle, you have a rent. What is a rent now? Big belly, fufu belly, banku belly.
That's right.
That's why you see, I'm one over there stressing you. So that's why you see they have all these little things. They have all these things now, woman wear. What do you call it? To tuck in the belly.
Yes.
What do you call it? What do you mean? Corset. Is that the name we call it in America? Yes. Our girdle, our waistband, what
Yeah,
we call it corset too? So I never wear it, so I don't know. So no, you see they have it wearing. So some of them will all even be in a suit, dressed nice, but you can see it squeezing them up like this. I'm like, can you breathe? Say, inhale, exhale. They can't do that. So you see that? Read on.
And instead of a stomacher, a girdle of sackcloth.
Instead of stomach, a girdle of what?
Sackcloth.
Read on.
And bending instead of beauty.
And instead of your Natural beauty. Guess what burning? Bleaching cream. So you have 3 different colors. You look like a damn lizard, a iguana. If you want to see somebody's appearance, what do? Take off your shirt.
That's right.
Your stomach must have the same complexion with your face. That's your natural color. Your inner your stomach. Right? What verse we have? Read?
Thy men shall fall by the sword.
Because the Most High is saying this war coming, how much of your man will die? 2/3.
That's right.
Read?
And thy mighty the war.
In this war coming. A lot of people will die in this war. A lot will die in this war. Man, woman, and children.
That's right.
Read on.
And their gates shall lament and mourn.
So your gates, which is your man, is your leader. You have no rulership now. So what will be there? Mourn. You're going to cry. Read.
And she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
So the Most High say, when put you down to the ground. Read on. Read on.
Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1.
Because Isaiah 4 collaborated with what Isaiah 3 saying. You see her, she just walking from the camera, and even if you watch it, you see people coming. Why so much walking in the class? And I'm watching her from night to night, because I tell her to go outside. If you watch the videos and people will come and think, why so much walking before the camera? And she walked directly in front of you. Hey, go on the veranda with him. Let my slip bite you. What you got, Papa? How much time he sleep today? Once?
Yes.
So do we sleep at night?
Yes.
Right through?
Yes.
Okay. Read verse 4 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
So what day is that? That day is when the woman sit on the ground. That day when she have no defense. That day when she have no leader. That's the day he said 7 women went take hold unto whom? Read on.
Saying, we will eat our own bread.
And that's what every man want to hear. Every man want to hear that. Can just imagine a man pick up a woman at 20 and the woman reach 50 today and you have to buy that one woman bread for the past 30 years. Then that woman have children, so you have to buy that woman bread and the children bread for the next 30 years. And a day coming, Deacon, when we will be rewarded. She will come and she will say, you don't have to buy me no bread. And sometimes I hear they ask for ice cream too, and chocolate. They want the finest things in life.
Yes.
Read on.
And wear our own apparel.
And you don't even have to buy clothes, Deacon. Just imagine that. You don't have to buy your clothes, clothes, food. That's the day we're waiting for, right, Awar? Because 7 is better than 1.
That's right.
So if 7 women come and said, we will eat our own bread, and we will buy our own clothes, finally the black man can be a lion. We can just go and lie down under the tree and chill.
That's right.
When you buy the bread, call me, I'll come and eat some. Do you see the lion? The lion don't even want to babysit his own children. Sometimes the female lion will leave the male lion babysit because the male lion is supposed to watch the children. And the female lion will leave him because the female lions have gone to hunt. And if you notice the lion pride, it's always 7 to 9 female lion around him. So the female lion just keep the male lion for protection and children, that's it. So the female lion, they all will go to hunt. So they leave the male lion for the children. Listen, man. The male lion will leave them gone about his business. Because they say one thing, the male lion don't like to be antagonized. If he's there sleeping, guess what the children they want to do? They want to play. And they will come on and he will try to bite them with his teeth. I see one of them get up and run in the tree, leave them, man. And knocked out in the tree sleeping. So when the female lion come back and saw it, they were so mad. They attacked the male lion, man. Yeah, because if a hyena or a leopard come, he will kill all the babies. So they were mad with him, man. You know the white man even give the female lion name. This female lion, they call him Kali. He attacked the male man. He said, I leave my children in here and you did this. He was in the tree sleeping. Do you understand me? So if you have 7 women who find their own clothes and their own food, then we can be a lion. That's it. You want to be Mrs. Banyan, yeah? I'm fine with it. It's a simple, so that's why the Bible says, surely it's a reward for who? The righteous. Huh? Definitely it's a reward for the righteous. So it's coming. It's almost here. Because the Bible said, the woman that went left, they're going to be cunning woman. They know to use their hands. That's right. So then when he said, come, we will do all this. You will not hear our mouth. Just let us be called Mrs. Banyan. That's it. So a reward is coming for the ones who listen and follow. But the key word is believe. That's the key word, believe. And that's why if YAHAWAH asks around you, look at the birds. Look at the birds are living. Look at the animals, how they live their life. Do you know in the wolf family, the alpha male only sleep with one partner until he died? And if the alpha male died in battle, guess who's not leaving him? The female will never leave him. So when the alpha male died in a battle, the female leave the gang. Because the gang won't go away leaving. Because the female not leaving her husband. And a black man died today. Guess who's married next week? I heard that she will even marry before the funeral is over, right? I was watching something on YouTube and it was a funeral. It's somewhere in Africa. I think it's Rwanda, Zimbabwe. And at the funeral, Google it, go on YouTube and look it up. The pastor proposed to the widow at the funeral. It was on the news this week. It was on the news. When I see it, I said they killed the side. When I see it, I said the pastor killed this man. And the nigga woman was so wicked. She in a pants at the funeral, black pants, black blouse in her. When the pastor proposed to her, she jumped up with jubilee. She was happy. And when I see these things, I said, brothers, be careful. Be careful. Like Jezebel and his whole tribe is there. Jezebel have a tribe, don't it? It was, and I see 2 videos. There was a next video, one was in Jamaica with a pastor. Who see that one? Nobody see that one. The pastor was baptizing somebody in the water. You saw it? The recent one. And the pastor was baptizing somebody. You see the water, how dirty it was. And while the pastor in the water, high tide come down and wash him. I think one get out. Because they tried to duck the woman under the water. I have the video on my phone. You know I'm saving that. And the woman, he tried to duck the woman not going down. So all of a sudden the high tide just come and take with them. And you only hear the people understand. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Lord Jesus. And they be running on the riverside and I'm just saying, there's no power in Jesus. I hear the one say, the pastor go down here, son. The pastor go down there, son. And then somebody say, oh, you see the pastor down there. Did they die or what? I pray the most I washed their ass away. This was last week Sunday in Jamaica. So I see 2 things about a pastor this week. One was here in Africa. The woman was at the funeral burying her husband a war. And the pastor proposed to the woman at the funeral. Was it in Ghana, Asia? And the woman accepted deacon. When I see it, I said, they killed the man. They killed the man. Because you see what happened now? There's no law. No elder, no leadership. Do you understand me? Because I don't want nobody tell me, none of you woman, anything in your head. If I die, oh, your husband will want you to move on. Say Zoom. You know what? No, I never tell nobody that. I die, you must be a widow until you come home. Right, Deacon? Yes. Right, the war? Yes, you'll be a widow until we meet you in the other life. Nobody wants you to be happy again. I definitely don't. Sit, mama. Right? So, that's it, brothers and sisters. Actually, what?
They know they have an desire that they will see them back. Why would they do that?
Because they want to be wicked. Just imagine, my next man going to marry me. So when the resurrection, what, he's not going to stand up beside Adam? These women create laws, and system and society create laws for them. Because when I grew up in the early 80s in Jamaica, none of this was done. If a woman even have a man, she would hide and do it, but she would marry again. Do you understand me? But now they will tell us this and they will tell us that. But when you read the Bible, it's a laws for everything. A laws how we eat, a laws how we marriage, a law how we bury our dead, a law when the children is born, a law when a woman conceive, a law if a woman cannot conceive. There's a law for everything when you read the Bible. Get me the last scripture, Sean. Number one, when you start assuming the position, you.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Okay.
Get me Exodus 22. Look at this.
Exodus 22, verse 1. If a man shall steal an ox or a
So
sheep,
what animal is an ox? The back. Stand up, sir. You sit here, relax all day. An ox. What animal is an ox? You don't know. Who you think know? My gosh. An ox is a cow. Well done. When you say cow infantry? When you say cow infantry? Name tree. Name tree. Sit. An ox is a cow. So now the Bible says for man, if the back should steal deacon ox. Read on.
or a sheep,
Or deacon sheep.
and kill it,
And do what?
and kill it,
Read on.
or sell it,
Read.
he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep.
So do you see that? It cannot be you come and beg and plead. And this is where you go wrong, because you don't execute the judgment of God. If you come and plead and say, oh, I can't pay you this, only have one, and deacon took it, that means deacon don't accept the judgment of God. And the Bible says if you steal one of my cow, you have to give me 5 in replacement. If you steal 1 sheep, it's 4 sheep in replacement. That's the law for stealing. But deacon now will catch your hand in the cookie jar. And all of a sudden the family come to you and you all pacify it and you kneel long and you say, put your please, and then deacon say, okay, I accept it. Guess what happened? Next week you go steal somebody something here. God is judging you and deacon. God, this is what the judgment for stealing is. Right? Read on.
Verse 2. And if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he died, there shall no blood be shed for him.
So you see that? So while the back is stealing deacon cow, if deacon come out threw a stone and he hit him in his head and he's died, nobody should come and investigate anything.
That's right.
So you see, it's no justification in a thief. Really?
If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. For he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft.
So you see that they can. Don't let them come and tell you, put your please. The Bible said, no, you own it. And what you will do, listen. Take that little boy outside or put him somewhere. Right? So you see what the Bible said. If he cannot restore what he stole from you, what should you do with him? You sell his ass and get your money worth. So if the man can bring forth those cows, deacon can sell it to the other deacon plantation. And you go serve. That's the law of steal. It's vicious, right? Read on.
If the theft is certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double.
If he never kill it, the restoration, if he was walking to go sell it, now you have to give double. Double ox, double sheep, double ox. But you stealing one, you don't have none for yourself. So your ass going to be sold into slavery. Read?
If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beasts, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own flesh, of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution.
So if you have your animal will eat on somebody's maize farm, you have to make full restoration of that. Whatever maize he plant, you have to pay him for it. Whatever profit you make, you have to pay him for it. Right? Read on.
If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn, or the standing of corn, or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution.
So if you light fire and your fire burn on somebody else, you have to bill it up. Read?
If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he hath put his hand unto his neighbor's goods.
So if you give our money to keep, and somebody come and steal our money, steal the money from our, if you catch Ilama with the money, Ilama have to pay double.
That's right.
If you don't catch our, then we have to bring it to the elders. And guess what the elders are going to tell our to do? You have to pay back. Just like if he lent his truck and something happened to his truck, while I have it, I have to fix it. Full restoration. Right? Read on.
For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing which another challenged to be yes, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor.
So even that now, so even that case, I lend our 100 CD. I give our 100 CD, say keep it from me. No, not our, mine. I give mine 100 CD, say mine, keep this 100 CD from me. And the money lasts. Or mine misplaced it. When we bring it back here to the elders, mine have to give me double. No, she have to give me 200 CD because she made my blood pressure go up.
Yeah, sure.
So I just imagine your old sister, you want 100 CD. And you say you don't have it to give her. Nobody happy there, right, Shaman? They will hear it, right, Deacon? Exactly. So you're going to make her pressure go up. So you have to restore it to 200 CDs. So this is the law of even giving somebody something to keep for you. Yeah? Yes. So Shaman said, some of the woman will give it to you to keep. and stole it back from you and make you pay it back to them,
Yes.
then those women will die.
Yes.
Those women will die.
Men do that.
Yes.
Man make
Men
most
say
of it.
yes.
Money to their wives to sell. They will steal the money to us.
And you will get
I don't think no man stealing from you.
because
Even the man still.
How a man going to steal from his wife? Can. The Bible says you have to become one. So the man take from his possession. The man cannot steal from his wife. How?
I'm saying it's different.
A man and a woman is one. Woman steal from man more than man steal from woman, if you want to put it that way. Woman take more from man.
that she's using it
The
for
woman, when they marry, they become one, Mayash. Listen. You and your husband become one. So that's why the Bible said nothing is for the man anymore and nothing is for the woman anymore. Why would I have to ask?
And I've learned something too.
If I come and ask you, I have to explain what I needed to do. What is this in Ghana?
Bible said, being our neighbor ship is. It's a whisker on animal family. You my wife from the
See
area.
what she's trying to say now. I would say what she's trying to say. The Bible said the man is to take this responsibility of taking care of the house. So now if the woman takes something of the husband, that will be called stealing. But I'm also trying to say that
But if
even
the
if-
man,
wait,
she added it.
the woman is doing a business and the man takes something for her.
Shaman didn't
I
finish.
don't think the man will take it somewhere to go and buy something for himself. For the
But
same
he
house.
can do that too.
Yes, but I don't think most of the time the men will do that. They'll keep it in the house for me, anything. But the women, they still need to go and buy unnecessary things.
Alright, so sister, you want to point to us.
Shaman, you didn't finish. Yes.
So sister, you want to point is. What's the sister you want to say? It's a man's responsibility to take care of the house, which is true. But do the man have the responsibility to run the house?
No. Question in there. I see there, but you know, and I said the oil, or she feel. No, see there, or in us, not the oil, it's out, or she feel, if you are not or should have.
On order should be.
Yes or no?
I did that. She said yes.
So the man can bring other wives there then?
That's the best thing. A son, what should be other if you're not should do. But I'm not waiting to that.
Yes or no?
You know, be beyond the feet.
What was the number?
So
I'm
she
just
need
gonna
help to sell the
be-
onions, deacon. Two is better than one. Because you see the question is, if the man cannot bring an ex-wife there, that means both of you running the house, both of you making the decision. So help run the house. Simple. But if the man is running the house and free to do what he wants, the man can bring more help. Where one selling onion, one selling tomato. One selling pepper, one taking the sheep off.
What's in there? Said, I said, I got to. This is a no, it's or should be the other. Or who can offer me some river. He used to make an onion, you to tomatoes. Oh no, of who be or yeah, not sure there. In corners, the little Simon, what's in the one now, or you couldn't, you don't want to do. No, I didn't think of what she feel. Or you're not going to see the other answers in the BB or none or doing river. It is also what to have one that to find. Then I'm saying to him, what if you know you keep your eye to be a da? BB are none or way to. Yeah, all of us are put around about. Finish you can think no, you got a bar, that BB are not doing. They're not patched. Say, there, or for one to know so I to be a da. More than us no more. I am never going to everyone more that's your. And it's not sure. I will say, I am actually sent on
The rest of the congregation know what's going on.
Where those additional women that the husband will bring in, she has to be the command over them.
I said quotation. So that means, you see what she asked for? Command.
Yes.
So even as I mentioned it at the summit, in Israel, we never have no commanding general. YAHAWAH is the only commander. So she want to run the house then. If she want to have command, she want to run the house. So she have to pay to sustain it.
Yes.
As long as she want a voice in the house, she have to pay to sustain it. If she want a word in the house, she have to pay to sustain the house. But you cannot be doing nothing in the house and tell me what to do in the house. It's not right. It's not in sound fair. I have to pay the light bill, the water bill, DSTV, internet, the rent. I have to buy food. You eat a lot.
That's right.
And you drink water. I see you drink water here.
Yes.
Right? And then now, when the decision to make, we make it together. Oh shit.
What can I say?
You want to be the commander.
Say, if you don't know those, you are I wouldn't need to be the son of one up, and I'll let you there. Which is trying on what television was number one. One of those which they down at the book, and I had one for another book. So I check them there. Say, how better you two more, one for one up and that. No, you said, if you put my wife, if you're white, and we just got all the treatment, another wing and tell me, another man wants your mother to work. Why I can say what is in the Let's get our day together. Maybe I want you to discuss at work. On number 12 family now.
Honey, have whisker.
Honey, you was got it.
It's about I don't know.
Any more questions? Listen, the moral of the story is sisters have to look righteous husband to lead them. But the sister look a righteous husband to lead it, the sister have to give the husband opportunity to lead. That's for the sister perspective. The moral for the brother's perspective is you have to look a wise, obedient woman. If you hear too much of her mouth, run. That's right. Take heed. And I stand by what I said. If the woman decision is the man must run the house, which she's right. It's your responsibility as a man. The woman get pregnant, you have to take care of that child. It's your responsibility. Right? When the decision to make, your decision, you have to make. That's right. Don't allow a woman to run the house. That's why the Bible said a man should take a wife and leave to what? His house. You understand me? And you have to put the woman somewhere nice too. You can't go and you put the woman in a damn swamp. Because if my daughter marries somebody, I want to know where you're putting her. And if I come and when I look his mosquito heaven, it will not work. You understand me? Get yourself together before everybody marries. So at the end of the day, everybody can bring something to the table. But if a man wants to rule, when you read the Bible tells you, if a woman maintain her husband, she might be happy. The Bible tells her that in Sirach. He said if a woman have to maintain the house, she might be hungry. How long do you think she might do it for? Just imagine your marriage, sister, your money. And then you can get up and say, I'm doing chop money. You can say it one morning. You might get 20 CDs the first morning.
Right.
The second morning you say it, you might get 5 CDs. The third morning you say it, you might hear
That's right.
You understand me? But it's not a nice feeling for a man to go to a woman for money. Then you have to explain what you need the money to do. Hey, I will tell her to keep it.
That's right.
If I come to you and say, listen, I need a couple CDs, just run it. When I have it, I'll give it back. If you ask me what I'm going to do, and then I start to hear, I have to pay this, I have that, it's baby. Because that's in the Bible too, you know. Get it, Shama. Last scripture, Surah. Hey, if I can remember much. Sister Joanna, this is for you, don't go. Can nobody beg more than woman? Nobody beg more than woman.
This guy is a person.
Listen to our scripture. 8. Can I find it? Alright, get it, Shama. Sirach 40. Get 28. Sirach 40, 28.
Book of Sirach 40, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
My son, live not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg.
See what the Bible said? You can't just get up every day and beg.
That's right.
Like these women do. Read on.
Verse 29. The life of him that depended on another man's table is not to be counted for a life.
So you see that? And this is for men who want to borrow or who want to marry. If by marriage you expect somebody to fund your wedding, or you have a child, you expect somebody to do more for that child than you. Read 29 again.
Verse 29. The life of him that depended on another man's table is not to be counted for a life.
That's not no life. And when you say at a man's table, every day I go to our house to eat. I know I only go on Sundays, but I don't go every day. So I don't want man to read the scripture and say, but wait, I'm elder doing this. So let me bring it up. I know I only go on Sundays, but not every day. Right, man? What? Yeah, but the Bible telling you, don't live off my next man table. Every day you sit up around the man table. Why? Go to your house. You see, everything is in this Bible. You know? Read on.
For he polluted himself with another man's meat.
Yeah, read.
But a wise man well-natured will beware thereof.
So a wise man will say, okay, I don't have it this Sunday, so I'm not going to go to our house. But I'm not wise. So I'll be there tomorrow. So. Read on.
Verse 8. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless.
What is it? The Bible says somebody that is shameless. Begging is what?
Sweet in the
You
mouth.
know? So you can, whenever anybody comes to you for chop money, Sirach 40 verse 30. Write it out in 3 or 20. Right? Read them from the top again.
But in his belly there shall burn a fire.
Okay. Meaning they have no conscience. They will take the last what they can have and left them with 2 CDs. Right? So just keep that in mind. Alright. That's it for the more question. Shaman, elaborate with you. Make sure they get It's Sirach, it's not in the Bible.
Sirach? This one?
Yeah, only Sirach.
Okay, Sirach 40, verse number 29, verse 28 to 30. What's the number? Man, yeah, was a cell phone, man for a cell phone. Now, or yet I go to that, verse 29. What's it? What's it? Now, Yimpa, Napan, what's the Obia? I want to brag. Did not, but I may be for the Pondono on can them as not dead, a bravo. Them or send more a little for next. Now, a banyan said, I want to send it. I shall eat no more, no, I don't know. Rest that, what's it? Now, at the sister, when you was sitting. Now, so near from no shouldn't take Jack. You don't need to. No, can be so dead. Into Damano. Ah, the canal was up. I don't present you on town function too. Say, that's a people want to pick up money. One for them put this in your mind. One for my
Also, just one in Australia. Champion, don't mind
I'm
me.
the best of all farm or not to them this one yet.
With that, we said shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat is over. So enjoy your week. So let's close it out with the fires. All right, everybody get the Bible. Let's read Psalm 72. We never read it this morning.